I was a middle school teacher in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, a product of the New York City Teaching Fellows program. And in my first year teaching, I had a student in my class, and she was prone to violence and fighting with other kids. And she had found out recently in the beginning of the year that her father, whom she believed was her father, the man that she believed was her father was not actually, in fact, her father, and she found that out on the stage of a talk show and was reunited with the man who was actually biologically her father, who made his way back into her life. Shortly after this, she found out that, had gotten into a fight with another girl, and at parent-teacher conferences, the two parents wanted to meet with the two girls and myself. So at night, we were sitting in my classroom, and as things, as the situation was described, the father was getting more and more angry at his daughter being sort of withdrawn and not taking responsibility for what she had done. And his response was to backhand her across the mouth in front of all of us. And I was the only one who seemed upset by this, and when they left the room, I immediately went to the principal of the school, who was also with the parent coordinator, and asked them what to do. And I sort of went to them for their guidance, and they told me nothing, that was how their parents parented, and that I shouldn't feel compelled to try to change that. And if I was to be the whistleblower on the situation and bring more negative attention to the school, then I would be the one who paid the greatest consequence. And so I didn't call. And that decision has sort of haunted me ever since, because I was that girl's protector and the only one who should have or could have made the phone call, because no one else was going to, but I didn't, because I felt that her life was so corrupted that a phone call to Child Protective Services, CPS, was only going to make matters worse for both her and myself, and there couldn't be a positive outcome there. And ultimately, after that experience and several more like it, that's the most severe example, but several more experiences like that, I decided to leave teaching, because I couldn't be held to a standard where I would be able to change the world one student at a time, and I learned that it was more painful every day than to actually be successful. So that's my story.